Alright guys, how's it going? We are back with another Nomad survival video. Thank you so much for all the views and the subs, it's greatly appreciated. And today, this video is just going to be going over the new class, the Whisperer. I unlocked it the other day. I think this is absolutely the most bonkers class I've ever seen. I'm not going to be doing like a build guide or anything like that, but just going to be going over it very briefly. So the Whisperer weapon skill is possession. So you stop moving and you take control of an immortal spirit, which, wording this sounds kind of wild, but basically you don't move and you summon like a little you see them on the crossroads. They're these skeleton looking guys. I'll show you in a little bit here. The bosses can enemy the target spirit, so they can, like, the boss can still see you, but normal enemies can't, so they'll go to your real body. And so while it's active, you're immune to all projectiles. That's wild. Your SP regen continues while the spirit is active, so while you're basically using your weapon skill, you're still getting SP, and that summons more of these spirits. It's really, this is honestly one of the coolest classes I've ever seen in any game. And then, excuse me, you recover 10 HP and SP each time an enemy takes damage from a spirit. So you're going to be hitting enemies with the spirit. That's how you deal damage. That's like with your weapon skill, and it is so strong. And then once the spirit times out, your SP resets and is back to 0. That way you're not just like instantly casting forever. The level 20 and the level 40 increases your spirit movement speed, so that is super duper helpful. You'll see that your character moves a little bit slower, but as you hit level 20 and level 40, it goes significantly faster. And I think the biggest highlight of this, something that I ran into, was that your spirit can pick up EXP for you. So I was playing on the crossroads, and I was, I think, 17 minutes in, and I was already like level 80 something. Your EXP is just greatly increased. It's wild. So I'm interested to see how this will go. Now in regards to the heritages, I haven't really picked too many of these, so not really too sure. But so with the new heritage, you can't move, but your HP regen is tripled and your SP regen is doubled, so that's insane. And then you have a permanent magnet effect, so all chests and EXP go to you no matter what. That's crazy. And then projectiles can't hurt you, which doesn't really matter because with the spirit, it's the same way already. But and then boss damage is halved. But yeah, the fact that you have permanent magnet for chests as well is awesome, because with the spirit, you can go out and get rid of those like crystals or chests or portals that are on the map, and that is such a big deal because you don't have to go, you know, around looking for them. It's absolutely wild. So this is what the ability looks like. You're the spirit and you just walk into things. It's so cool. And then it summons multiple, as you can see right there. Once I get some more SP regen in a little bit, be a little bit more noticeable. But the second one and the third and the fourth and everyone after that will have an additional line attached to it, and so you'll really be dealing damage in multiple places, and it's so interesting. It's like there's two down there if you could see them, and the spirit is just so cool. So we'll play through the first crystal as well as the first boss, and we'll see how that goes. I do wonder if it counts as a projectile, and projectile speed increases the movement speed just like the summoner or necromancer, but when I was playing previously, I did not notice any change basically. And then I take colorless glyph when I'm playing the statue because it's just extremely helpful. So obviously you're gonna want to go SP regen here, but I'm not gonna get like super into the particulars since I'll do a build guide later on. But this is one of the most interesting classes I've ever played. It is so much fun. And the fact that it goes so well with, look, so this is what it looks like with SP regen. You just can't get touched. And then your icicle barrage goes in the direction that you move your spirits. But yeah, it's such a fun class. You get to do so many different interesting things. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. And it's definitely one of the most unique things I've ever played. Out of any game I've ever played. It's very, very, very interesting. And it scales very well, I have to say. Oh, I just rerolled. Whoops. And once you... Oh, okay, so we just hit level 20, so you can see the movement speed increase is immense. And then the increase at 40% is absolutely insane. This is kind of a really large hallway. This might not be the best place in the world to be standing, but on the crossroads, if you want to try out this character just for fun to see what it does, play on the crossroads. That map is so enjoyable. And then, obviously, with Spectral Sword, that's going to be super helpful, as it just summons even more of them for you. And you'll just continue to see all these lines all over the place. And one of the really cool things is that while you're moving these spirits, you're moving all the other ones at the same times, but they don't really spawn in the exact same position as yours does. So sometimes they'll be in random places when you finally get to see where they're all at. We'll see how many spawn. Let's see, we got 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's see if we can get to the crystal. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. It's kind of far. Doesn't look like it. On the Crossroads map, you can get to all of the portals. Same thing with Dry Marsh. It's super fun. I'm playing very poorly right now, I have to say. This is also my first time playing this class on the new map. The third map, mob's HP is significantly higher than any of the other maps, which is what makes it so enjoyable. Also, if you can see, the spirits do knockback, so it's really strong, very good at keeping things off of you. Like, obviously this combination isn't the greatest thing in the world on this map because you're not able to get to those crystals, and those crystals do impact the mob HP. But if you're playing on, say, Crossroads or Dry Marsh, where you're able to, one, get rid of the extra things so you get all those chests, but also the map effect doesn't actually impact the game, it's very strong. But the boss damage is really good. And the fact that you take half boss damage is also very strong. That's from the passive from the statue. But yeah, overall, it's a really fun class. It's interesting because, at least when I'm playing Spirit, Statue, I enjoy going Statue with this class because I feel like you're going to be doing moving with this a lot. Obviously, Statue doesn't work very well on this map if you're gonna have issues taking care of the crystals. I'm sure you could figure out some type of class that would work with it, like maybe Quickling, where you just have even more increased defense and you get to go like HP and stuff like that. But Statue works really well with this class because you don't have to move, and I love to see how Statue works in regards to all of your abilities going off, but you're not like there. Because of the spirits, you get to wander the map a little bit, and I think that's really cool. Overall, like, I'm very... Oh, this is probably... I'll probably die here, yeah, for sure. Oh, because they follow this... Interesting. So they follow the spirits, but you have to make sure you get away, but they're still probably going to be on your person. That's interesting. I wonder if you could beat this map with the statue. Anyways, the Whisperer is a very, very fun class. I think it's one of the most interesting mechanics that I've ever seen in any game, honestly. I've never seen a summoning type role done like this, especially with the additional ones that all move the same directions as your original character. I think it's very, very interesting. So you could do a lot of really cool things with the Whisperer. I think it excels on a map like Crossroads. Dry Marsh is a very simple map. I mean, I don't think you have to really worry about it. But the dungeon would be a very interesting one to see. I haven't played Whisper without going statue, so I'm not sure what it would look like playing the Whisper on the dungeon map with a different heritage. So maybe I'll take a look at that, but I would definitely recommend Whisper to you. You have to finish that achievement, the sacrificial altar, where you kill all 3 bosses on the altar on this map, which I do have a video out for if you want to take a look at that to see if you need any help with that last boss, because it really just comes down to the last boss. The first 2 aren't very difficult. But yeah, that's how you unlock it. Definitely recommend it. And if you guys have any other ideas or just like guides that you want made, let me know. Other than that, thank you very much, and I will see you guys on the next one.